Alright, welcome back to the channel. GamerBear176 here, once again playing some Kenshi. We got the episode 3. We ran into a little bit of a snag at the end of our last episode, so let's go ahead and start figure out what we can do here. We got the Dust Bandit King, but apparently he has no bounty. As always, like and subscribe. Give us a follow. Always helps us out in the long run. I'm going to double check these bounties here with the vendors. Usually the barkeeps have them, but I'm not seeing the one we're looking for. Just going to run around carrying this guy now. Yep, no bounty. They should have a bounty. He's like one of the NPCs that has a bounty from the start. Alright, we gotta figure this out because we gotta keep adventuring. So let's use our extra guy that we've got sitting over here in the hub. We're gonna bring him down over here with us. Gonna park him there. He can hold on to the Dust King for us. Then we don't have to carry him around anymore. Let's check him first, if he's got the bounty. Nope, just these same two that we've got. Alright, I think I messed up somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Either way, we're going to send this guy over here. He's going to hold him so we can continue our adventures. So, talking about Fallout 2, really like that, it's kind of mostly open-ended. You could choose your little path, at least on the character creation. With a little bit of, more post-apocalyptic. You even got a car eventually once you made it over to New Reno, so that was pretty cool. And just like in real life, you got to buy a broken car and then had to fix it. So your first car typically was the broken one. And yeah, you needed to get a battery or a power cell or something to drive this thing. But once you had a trunk, you could pretty much go everywhere and not have to worry about your weight limit. Picking up every little piece of scrap and junk you wanted to. And kind of not like Kenshi, where you're really limited on space. This one you could just pick up whatever you wanted, but then your guy would move super slow across the land. And yeah, kind of surprising Kenshi has no vehicles, so maybe that'll be a cool new feature in Kenshi 2, who knows. Alright, it's nighttime over here. Now we gotta do this. How are we gonna do this transfer of custody of this guy? Looks like he's still unconscious, so we can just, or he's in a recovery coma. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just drop him. Pick him up really fast. This way he doesn't get any. There we go. It's like he just tossed him to the other guy. Alright. Now, we're just going to make this guy sit in there. I mean, let's double check this real quick. I don't think it's going to make a difference. And no, just same options it looks like. Yep, can't turn this guy in. But they got some starving bandits in jail. I don't feel like recruiting any of those guys though. So we'll just park him over here in the bar. Just gonna be sitting in the bar with a guy hanging over his shoulder. And maybe one day he'll get a bounty. Okay, so we got the crew here. Sure, everybody's good. I think we want to upgrade some of our equipment. But it's the middle of the night, so all the stores are closed. Really don't like that backpack. Kind of want to switch over to the little backpack. So let's see if we can empty this out. Just set this stuff on the ground. It's ours, right? So shouldn't be a problem. It's red now. What the heck? I just put it down. I can't steal what I just put down. It's my stuff. Great. So you drop it in a store. And now these guys get mad at you for stealing their stuff. I don't get it. Okay, it's kind of frustrating. I do want to upgrade everybody's backpacks, though. Yeah, I can't even pick these up. So I can pick up the sleeping bag, but I don't have enough room. It's frustrating. Everything's locked. I just need to wait. Wait for morning. Kind of give him some athletics here. And let's get some sneak too. Always good to do something when you're just having to pass time in Kenshi. At least I can get some skill boosts out of it. Plus sneak's gonna come in handy for where we're going. Ah, look, a caravan. They're probably selling animals. Yep. We already got one that eats way too much. Goats. Why would I want a goat? Okay, get your sneak back on. Sneak cheesing. And while they're doing that, don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe. Alright, and the doors are open. And I can do some shopping, finally. Alright, so we're just going to upgrade some gear here. Then we're going to run over to the other town, do the same. Get some different backpacks so we're not losing our bonuses, because we want to make sure we're able to be as combat efficient as possible. Okay, so we're going from Squind to AdMag. Let's see if we can finish all of our equipment upgrades. Of course, Beep is way out in the front. And you know what? We'll run in here and we'll check if these we can find a bounty on this guy. No luck. Check the other bar. No luck there either. Okay, so we'll just finish getting our equipment. I want everybody to have a good backpack, good weight reduction. Maybe some more things can stack in them. And then we will get on the road here. Alright, here we are. The trio. Beep with his little broken arm. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to this lost library here in Vane. This is where Dirt got his start, and there are a lot of beak things. That's the main predator out in that area, because there's nests of them. So just want to watch out for those. So we'll go to a neutral spot up at the crossroads, do a little regroup, and then see what we're going to do to get over to that library. You know, one of the good things about the newer Fallouts from Bethesda, you had like a fast travel option to a place you knew. And yeah, sometimes you could spawn into the area and there'd be some mobs there or something, but it was a lot more, I don't know, convenient, especially if you're a little bit impatient or you're kind of scrunched for time for getting around from one point to another. But this Kenshi is kind of like Fallout 2. You had to navigate on the map. Your guy went the speed he went. Of course, it was like the big map, so you didn't do like this actual world traveling like in here. And, great, there's beak things already coming for Beep, so let's rally together. And I think it's just 2. I'm pretty sure we could take that. Let's go ahead and make sure we're gonna pull far enough away we don't get any stragglers coming to get us. I'm doing some decent hits on them. Yeah, I think Beep's gonna be out here in a second. Beep, you can't solo those. And he's out. Maybe we just let these things eat his arm finally. Nearly dead. Gonna beat our first beak thing here. There we go. Make quick work of this second one. Yeah, it's easier when we got one in the front and one in the back flanking it. And of course, there comes 3 more. I don't know if we can handle all that. Let's get out of here. But you know what? We're gonna kill this one. And then maybe they'll be distracted and eat their buddy. So the closest place we can run is this hive village. Alright, let's go. Man, these things are hot on us the whole way. Getting their little hits in. Oh, yes, and some Garrow come to distract them so we can make our escape. And we just made it close enough to the hive. The little guards are coming out. Let's go over here and help them clean up our mess. Alright, the hivers rising to the challenge there. All these solid hits on these things. They'll be dead in a second. We just want to take their stuff and make sure they're really dead. Alright, let's tend to Beep here, tend to ourselves. Figure out what we're doing with our lives. Look at all these hivers limping back. They should welcome us here. They like these skeletons because they build all these mechanical arms things. So we're gonna run into the store here. See if we can heal Beep a little bit. Of course, they love seeing you, these hivers. Let's get rid of all these. Skins, meat, don't need any of that. So economy arms, not great. Beeps is not much better to begin with. Alright. Let's see if we can find something a little bit better to do. Maybe we can put him down. Yep. Rent the bed. That's fine. Alright. So alright, so we are here and we want to get down to the Lost Library. This is one of the first areas that I visited with our dirt character. Started over here in the way station. Pretty much went to the Shek ruins, got some starter equipment, sold some stuff in AdMag, ran around, mined some ore to do some strength cheesing, and went over here to Lost Library. Got beat up by the beak things a couple of times, but we just managed to crawl around and get our sneak up into the high 70s, and that's how it all started. So let's see what we can do with these. I want to go back ideally, and now I've got enough lock picking to be able to get some stuff done here. These beak things are dead. Good. So let's make sure we are hidden. What do we got here? Soldier drone. Well, he's not one of our enemies, so we will continue on. Things, gotta avoid them. They're eating the one we beat up earlier. As long as they're eating something else, they're pretty distracted. No, we got one on the trail. Alright, I think we can avoid them. Just gotta keep resetting our sneaking here. This damn thing's gonna attack us. So let's just kill him. Three of them now, huh? I think we'll be okay. Especially with that high dodge we've got. One down. Want to make sure they're both attacking the same target. Ooh, 120. Massive hits. Look at that. Three at once. Dirk is just beating them up. Alright, 2 down. Let's make sure we're getting these guys. Killing them too. I'm going to hide and do a quick repair. Look at that. 3 hits in one. We're over here pretty much soloing these guys. Yeah, you bleed out. Put both these guys on repair duty right now. Alright. They should be bothered for a while. We're about halfway there. So let's continue. There they go. Some more beak things. Just beat them up real quick. There's a lot of beak thing nests here. And those beak thing eggs, they are really good to sell. Make sure we get my repairs in. Alright. Let's continue on. Hopefully no more rude interruptions. Got a gorillo coming up here. It's like a weird frog bear gorilla thing. And we'll probably have to fight this thing too. But we already beat these. Let's see how Beep is doing. Broken arm, of course. Hates being with his people. Yep. Knocked out. Let's make sure you're dead. Let's get that last hide here. You know what? We're already full of these things. Might as well go back over here and sell them. The good thing is these guys can pretty much outrun everything. And here we are. Sell these things. Looks like they're getting mad at Beep over here. So I think we can take him along with us now. Let's get back to where we were. beak thing. Let's kill this thing. Beep some skills here with his little broken wing. He's already down. Look at that. You know what? I almost want to leave him out here to get eaten a little bit. And then we can just put his new legs on. I mean, everybody gets mad at him anyway. We just keep filling up with hides. We're never going to get anything done around here. Just going to run for it. There's always going to be something to attack you. And Kenshi, don't worry about that. So yeah, make sure we're not going to pathfind into a beak thing nest like this right here. In fact, I distinctly remember that one. So I had to crawl around these trees over here. 2 of them on us. Not really a concern. So, you know what? We're going to go ahead and beat you up. Let's get these 2 off of us. We're not going to take these hides anymore and carry them. I'm tired of running back and forth through the hide village. So let's just take a hide, kill them, repair ourselves here really quick. Look, we're nearly here. See these beak thing nests showing up? There we go. There's a whole mess of them right there. So let's avoid them. Let's see what kind of event we can get into here. %. Alright. Let's try it. Got a library. Let's see what's inside. Bunch of damaged books. Alright, let's get both these guys in here. And should we do it? Risk little Beep running over here? Why not? Why shouldn't Beep not have the fun? Alright, let's see if he makes it. Got this, Beep. Think he's gonna do it. He did it. No beak things on you. Alright. Can all come out of hiding now. Start collecting stuff. We like these books. Let's this old map. Let's check that out. Junk. It's junk. Okay. Thought it was like maps that we could use. Alright, so we just got a bunch of junk here. Treasure chest. Let's go check that out. Alright. Ancient science book. See, this is what I was looking for. Some of these treasure maps. Gives you a new location. And there's some junk. Damaged books and whatnot. We got a shop counter. Alright, let's see what's upstairs. Another book. Something we could actually use there. Gears. I can't remember if these are... I think they're just junk. More junk. Some medical workbench. Press. Some junk. That was a couple hundred. Could sell that. Small crates. Let's see what we got. More treasure maps. That's what we like. Some research materials here. We're going to be able to put our new person to work. Alright, what else we got? Let's grab these gears. They're at least worth something. Can't remember if they were something to use in construction or not. Let's see, what's this parchment? 180. Yeah, I don't know if we need that. Let's go ahead and throw these in the backpack. That'll reduce our encumbrance a little bit. Alright, I think we cleared it. Not a whole lot. Got some decent stuff though. Let's make sure there's no more special items in here before we get down. See, there's another little chest. Anything else I don't see? Want to get out of here now. Problem is, there are nests everywhere. You know, for a fact, there's one right over here, but I believe it cleared it. They always look like a little bone pile. See, here's a good example. That is a nest. You see, it's full of these beak thing eggs. There's only 4 of them here. Probably, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run over here and try to destroy this thing. If something gets squirrely, we'll just run home. Hide in our little tower. Alright, you better hang back, Beep. Let's get him. Beep! There he is. Beep! Lost that arm. And he's down. Okay. Well, now we can give him a better arm. These guys can for sure handle these. It's pretty hilarious. He pretty much just Leroy Jenkins that and got his arm knocked off in the first hit. Alright, they're soloing one each. We need to consolidate efforts here. Which one's weaker? This one's weaker. Beat him up. Yeah, that's the thing. He's got to keep these guys on task. Otherwise they'll forget what they're doing. It's a lot better if you're both hacking away at the same thing. Make sure these things are dead. I don't need them popping back up. These upgraded swords are a lot better though. We'll give him that. Alright, they are all dead. Do your repairs, guys. Pick him up. And he's unconscious a really long time. Alright, so here is Great Beak Thing Nest. I want to show you, these things are 4,200 cats. We're going to pick up as much as we can. So let's move our stuff over here to our little backpack. We'll fit more eggs. Yeah, you can't pick that up, no kidding. Maybe we can squeeze another one in there. Put all these bounty paperwork in here. Just like real life, huh? You got paperwork for everything. Alright, we got all of those. Can we fit any in Beep? Yeah, he's unconscious. Well, we can still give him eggs, right? And then we can pick up another two. Moon Cleaver, what we got here? Hacker class, we don't want that. Alright, let's go ahead and maybe we can do some first aid on Beep. Doesn't need to be walking around bleeding everywhere at least. Got 2 more of these guys. Put down our little buddy. Kill these things. Oh, there it goes. Beep. Hitting them for 70. Okay. These ones are doing quite a bit of damage. Just cut some meat out of you and you die. Now I want to flank them. Always makes damage a little bit easier. Pick up our buddy. Fix ourselves. Alright, we have cleared that. So you know what? Let's rebase back to the hub. Take all of our loot. Get Beep a new arm. There's a whole nest. I think we're gonna get out of them though. Weird hitboxes. And they knocked him out, of course. Alright, maybe a slight miscalculation. Let's get over here. Alright, thanks for joining me, GamerBear176, on my playthrough of Kenshi on Zero to Hero Beep Odyssey Challenge. Stick around for next time. We're going to be delving into the Floodlands. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with your friends.